What's up, guys? Welcome back to Coffee Break with J and D. I'm Joe,
I'm Dolka.
and in today's episode, we're going to talk about our first move to San Antonio. This is because we did a little poll,
Yeah.
and this is what y'all wanted to see and hear about. So let's get into it. All right, so moving to San Antonio, it all started with me and Dolka had a conversation with her job, and they were like, "Hey, there's an opportunity to move to San Antonio," and Dolka decided to say, "We agreed to it," and you were like, "We're moving in 2 weeks."
Well, I get the job.
Oh, she got the job,
Yes.
and they're like, "When can y'all move up here?"
Yes. When can you start? I said 2 weeks. I can be up here. I don't know. 2 weeks sounds like a long time
2
for
weeks.
my 21-year-old self. 22.
So 2 weeks, knowing that weekend we're leaving to Vegas for our first time to a what was it, a festival, right?
Yeah.
So we're like, okay, we gotta find a place to live. We didn't have anywhere to live. We have nobody in San Antonio, so we're like, we're flying out of Austin to Vegas. So we're like, all right, let's move. Let's go early to San Antonio and look for some apartments, and then we'll go to Austin and go to Vegas. So we saw first apartment that I thought was cool. Like I was like, nope. Second apartment.
You liked it?
I thought it was cool. Second apartment was like, yeah, no, but we don't like it.
The carpet.
The carpet was not like good carpet. And then third one, time running out, like super short on time. And Dolka loved it. We loved it. It was like on the third floor, right?
Yeah.
Third floor. And we're like, let's do the paperwork. We rushed to Austin, made it to the airport, and we are running like Home Alone movies.
Yeah. Trying to catch the flight.
Trying to catch the flight. Luckily, we caught it. We were there on time. We flew to Vegas, had a great time, saw Bruno Mars, a bunch of other artists, and
Taylor Swift.
By the way, Bruno Mars put on an awesome show. Actually, that was the first time I knew about him, so weird, right? But yeah, and anyways, we come back, the reality hits, we're moving to San Antonio. We move with...
You bring your couch.
I brought my couch.
Yay. That we had just actually bought. And I brought the dog, my dog, Dixie.
Dixie,
that
we had just
rescued.
found.
And 3 things: my queen size bed, childhood bed, my dresser, 3-drawer dresser, all my clothes, of course, but and a TV.
And TV.
Well,
And
we're on our way to get our new home.
What's here?
303.
Here are the keys.
Open it, baby.
One open.
TV. And I moved up without a job. I was like, I'll find one. I got you. I promise. It was tough. This was 3 months before we got married, and it was tough. It was a tough move, and I remember her parents dropping us off and took us to HEB. They were kind enough to buy us groceries for the week.
And then just cleaning supplies, like things that you don't think of.
Oh yeah,
you're gonna
things that we
need.
don't think of.
Yeah.
My mom showed up and cleaned like all the apartment, like did everything, and we're all like, we didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And then
It's like then they're leaving.
a week.
And it's like, oh, you're leaving. Like now I'm gonna be here alone.
Yeah, it was weird. It was crazy, and I was like, well, now I need to find a job. So I decided to hit up one of my friends that I knew back from when I was a cop in New Braunfels, and he's like, hey, I'm not a cop anymore. He's like, I'm working at a dealership. You need a job? You can always hit me up. I'm like, okay, bro, yeah, I'll let you know. I let it sit for about a day or two. I hit him up. I'm like, I do need a job. So, needless to say, I started working at a car dealership selling cars. It was tough because that was like within 3 months, right? I was working and I had my full-time job in the morning throughout the day, and Nolka worked
Night shift.
night shift at the San Antonio, right? So her working night shift, getting out. What was your schedule like, babe?
So I had about 12 shifts that were 2 p.m. to midnight. And then I'd go past that because you know me. So I'd get out around 1 or 2 and come home, you'd be asleep, then you'd wake up, I'd be asleep,
Yeah.
and we wouldn't see each other.
That was like some of the toughest times we've had, right? Especially as newlyweds, by ourselves, having to actually pay for the rent, having to pay for the car, having to pay for cell phones, having to pay for everything.
Yeah.
Everything, literally, that you didn't think about. And me making very little money because obviously in car sales it's based on sales, right? So I was not a good car salesman. Luckily, those first 3 months, they kind of gave me like a 3-month salary for me to just kind of make it work. And we made it work, but it was really tough. And then eventually I had to find something else because I was not good at selling cars.
But through this time, we realized, with the opposite schedules and that it wasn't working for us, right? That, well, in order for it to work, we would need to communicate and find something that we could still connect with.
Yeah, and we made it to where, like, on our days off, it was just like, okay, us together, and we spend exploring, getting to know San Antonio. We made friends at our jobs and kind of started hanging out with them, and that's how it's been every move we've done, right? We move without knowing anybody, and it's just you and I, and we just hit it hard, knowing that, all right, it's gonna be tough the first couple of months. I'm a big guy that likes to, like, go out. I like to have fun. I don't like to be with people, right? And every time we make a move, it's like us, and we're like homebound until we make friends and we start going out to dinners and this and that, So, and unless we have family over, but yeah, that was our process. We went from apartment on the 3rd floor, which was crazy. We tried to make a one carry with all the groceries. I had to go up and down just one trip. We went to the 1st floor, smallest apartment ever, 1 bedroom, 1 bath.
Oh, well, we got the apartment, 2 bedroom, 2 bath, because we thought our family was going to visit us.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to miss us. You're going to be here all the time.
Nope. That did not happen. So we literally had a 2 bedroom apartment our first year there for no reason because nobody visited us. I think we were down in the valley more than them coming up.
Yeah, and that was the furthest we've been until Louisiana coming up, but that was 4 hours from the valley, so it wasn't too common for them to come or us to go.
Yeah, because it was pretty far.
And when you have kids then, so they're like, bye.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, that was a crazy move. We made a lot of good friends over the 3 years that we're in San Antonio, and then the other 3 years in New Braunfels. We made a lot of good friends, and they're lifelong friends. I mean, we still talk to them. Some of our friends from the valley moved up with us, and they decided to move to New Braunfels, and we were there for 3 years with them, which was awesome. They had their own house, right? But we hung out a lot. Saw all our kids born, and it's lifelong friends, that we're making everywhere we stop by, and that's the beauty of us just moving. We can do it now that now that we have our girls, they're young, we can still make our moves and eventually get to where we're gonna have to get a stopping point if Mia has her friends or whatever.
Right, we know that. We have limited time.
So we have limited time of making moves. So with that being said, we are moving to Louisiana in about a month or so, and that's gonna be a whole nother video, and it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, and I think, for people wondering how, we get that question a lot. How do you guys just up and leave, places that you get to know everybody, and then, yet again, we moved from San Antonio to Corpus, did it all over again, knowing nobody. Now we're going state lines, right, to Louisiana. And for us, it's, he's helping me chase my dream, so it's together. that we really enjoy. Once we mastered those first moves and years in San Antonio, we understood, hey, we can do this if we have clear communication, and it probably happens with every move. We have to, reset and talk to each other and say, hey, okay, this isn't working. Communicate, create, something that works for both of us, and we're both happy. And we do it again, right? And if he ever wants to stop moving, then I'll stop moving, and we will respect each other's. But we just have a very clear dream in mind, and yeah, for us, moving is part of our life.
Yeah, and that's like perfectly well said, and enjoy every minute of it. We love it, and looking forward to whatever the future holds. And obviously, these moves aren't easy, and that's a whole nother video that I'm gonna get into. That we're gonna get into on the whole process, right? It's not easy. It's very stressful, but at the end of the day, it's fun, and we enjoy just exploring new cities, new areas, and yeah. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like it, and subscribe if you're looking forward to more of our knowledge and more of our moves and more of our experience, just moving as a family, just us two and our kids, and talk about the different things that we're doing. Like I said, subscribe, and we'll see y'all soon. Laters.
Bye.